got up really early this morning because we're going to the place that I wanted to visit the most in Chengdu, which is the Panda Valley. As I told you yesterday, Chengdu is really famous for pandas, and apparently on a Sunday, the one within Chengdu city center gets pretty busy. So this is one about an hour away from the city center, and it has a red panda enclosure where they can just roam free and you can get quite up close to them. So we're gonna try and see them today. Let's check it out. We're now in the Panda Valley and I just got my ticket. It's pretty straightforward. You can either get it on WeChat, and they don't have an online service available for Alipay for international tourists. So you need to go to this counter over here. And they'll take your passport and then you buy your ticket that way. It only costs about like 55 RMB, so that's about like £6. And I think you get full entry to the park. So we're now inside and I have no idea when I'm just gonna bump into that first panda. It's been something that I've always wanted to do, so I'm just so excited to see it. I wonder if this is it's all planted here or it grows naturally for the pandas. Guys, is bamboo a tree or grass? I think 8 AM is their feeding time, which is when they're most active. Because outside of these hours, I think they're just sleeping. But I'm assuming the giant panda is like Po. You know, the dragon warrior has got to be a giant panda, surely. And then at the end, we'll see the red pandas. So I wonder if we can get a photo of Po and Master Shifu together. And for those of you who didn't know, Master Shifu is a red panda. So we've just come across our first pandas in the giant panda enclosure. So I've seen the first pandas. I think it's etiquette to not be too loud when they're eating. But there's just pandas in every single enclosure. Look. We've reached the enclosure number 3, and we can see that the resident of this one is Jimbao. And I like him, he's got bad hair days, just like me. So let's see where he is. Oh, I spotted him munching on his breakfast. Hi Jimbao. So the reason we go to this Panda Valley rather than the Chengdu base camp is because it really is just less busy. Now you can get up and close to the pandas. You can see like there's not many people here in the morning. Whereas the one in Chengdu, it's like close to the city center, so it just makes sense for the tour guides to just bring all of them there. I would highly recommend, if you're going to make a trip to Dujiangyan, to just also go to the Panda Valley, because it's just a better experience in general. This is one of the only areas where you can see red pandas that aren't in an enclosure. So there's a chance that you might not actually see a red panda at all. So you've got to be pretty patient and eagle-eyed to see one. Seeing red pandas has always been on my bucket list ever since Kung Fu Panda came out. So this trip is pretty special to me. On the off chance that I saw the red panda, I got my camera out and started taking photos instead. So you'll have to look at the photos instead, guys. I think today is the first day of my China trip where there's actually been sunshine. And I'm just so fortunate that it's when I came to see the giant pandas. It does get significantly more busy after 9 o'clock. So I think if you want to get undisturbed pictures or have a higher chance of seeing a red panda, since they don't like noise, then I advise you to come around 7 o'clock, 7:30 in the morning. We're gonna now head to Dujiangyan, which is like the main attraction of this area. We'll get some food there as well. I think there's this type of noodle which is famous in this area. So, looking forward to it. Just arrived at the Dujiangyan scenic area. It's about a 15-minute drive from the Panda Valley, and I bought my tickets. Again, you have to use your passport, costs 80 renminbi, so that's about 10 pounds. And I came to one of, I think I went to the east gate or the west gate. There are a ton of tour buses here, so there's like, it's crowded right now, so I can't wait to get down there, so it's less busy. So we finally got down from the top of that pagoda all the way down to the bridge, and my goodness, there are so many people here that it just took so long to get down the stairs because there's a lot of elderly, there's children, but gonna try and cross the bridge now. It's this suspension bridge. I'll get a good view of it in a bit. So we're now on the bridge. As you can see, people are rocking the bridge. Hopefully no one falls in. Yeah, I think this is probably one of the busiest places I've been to in China so far. We seem to be in a national park, but there seems to be a queue everywhere. We just crossed the bridge and we're going to go see this old ancient irrigation system. So this irrigation system is really important, and you might know that I love farming and playing those farming simulator games online and growing all these different things. So irrigation is when you move water from one place to another, and this thing basically moves water from this river to some of the drier areas of Chengdu. This system is splitting the river and diverting water from one side to the other. So the water comes, it gets split, 60% of it goes down this way, and then the other 40% goes the other way. Essentially, this plays a huge role in agriculture and farming in this region. So pretty cool that they can build this kind of stuff back in the day. I hadn't eaten breakfast yet, and just the amount of people was really just tiring to navigate through. So I bought a sausage. It's pretty good. Tastes rather fake, and not sure if I'm allergic to it or not, but you know what? Gotta eat. But yeah, ate my sausage now, feeling a bit better, but kind of still a bit hungry. I was planning on eating a bit more vegetables today because just a couple nights ago I was at a meat skewer restaurant, and I tend to over order, and I wanted to try all the different meats and all the different flavors. Ordered 41 skewers, and yeah, it took me about an hour and a half to finish all of them. But yeah, trying to be a bit more healthy and eat some more veg. So hopefully when we get to the ancient town, we'll find some there. It is now midday, or approaching midday, and it is boiling. Absolutely boiling. It's the first time I've ever actually, I think, voluntarily reapplied sunscreen. We're basically walking back to try and find the ancient city. It's been about 2 hours so far. I think we've still got another half an hour to go. We're now at this famous bridge, which at night, the water below, they have like, they shoot LEDs into it and it like lights up blue, and it's called Blue Tears. It's pretty viral on social media, but this is what it looks like during the day. So the ancient irrigation system that we saw was completed in the Qin dynasty. This bridge also was erected prior to that time. But we're now going to head into the ancient Guangqing city to get some food. It's basically just an ancient town similar to all the other ones, but it was renowned as like the mini Chengdu for a long time. So I found the place which I wanted to go to, which sold these things called like sweet water noodles. However, they contain peanuts, so I can't even try them. So I'm just gonna get something else. So just across the road, I found the first restaurant which has vegetables on it. I did say that I was gonna eat vegetables for lunch, so let's try it out. The guy said it's traditional Chengdu cuisine. No idea what that means, but let's have a go. Sat down, ordered food, and some of it just arrived. Got myself a beer, some bamboo shoots, and seasonal veg with bacon apparently. And then I ordered well, what I thought was a bowl of rice, but they've given me a whole tub. I've also ordered a fish. I don't know how big it is or what the portion size is, but yeah, probably over ordered again. These bamboo shoots are so good. I feel like a panda eating these. The fish has just arrived. And how am I going to finish all of this food? The problem with traveling alone is that you just can't try a lot of stuff. Like, I want to try all of this food. Like this. I want to try all the street food there is, but the thing is, like when you travel alone, you just get so full. You can't share the dishes with people. You can only try like 1 or 2 things. It's so sad. This is sick. Don't fall into the river, Leon. I think the pork that I ate in that dish was the dried pork from here. Except I didn't like that dish, so yeah. I don't know. I just realized we're in the valley right now. This is Mr. Ping's noodle shop. Look, he's advertising that the Dragon Warrior saved the village. And this is where he ate his dumplings and his noodles. Look. It's Po. I've heard a lot about Mishue, and apparently Mishue is like the king of low-priced foods. But like they have thousands of chains across China. The price of stuff was like $2 for an ice cream. I tried to order this in Hong Kong last time, and their ice cream machine broke. So I'm pretty glad I get to come back to China and try this. Because I didn't get to try it last time. So I've kept on walking after I got that ice cream. The ice cream was good, by the way. It was like some sesame wafer. It was really good. And I've got to some residential area, but the buildings look like this. I mean, isn't this just kind of cool? Like kind of living in these old ancient towns. You feel like you're transported back into like history, which I think is pretty cool. Gonna start to head back to Chengdu city center now. I'm gonna find the exit of, well, find a gate which I can get and call a taxi because gotta head back soon.